Top of the AM, people. Top of the AM. Back in the building on this beautiful Thursday morning. We did. Just had to hop on right quick, do a little harvesting, give y'all a quick little update in the garden. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me grab my harvest basket. I got a few things I need to grab out of here. Already grabbed out a few things. I'll grab a few more. Some okra. We got a couple of things of okra. About to grab some more eggplant. Got a bunch more eggplant that we about to grab. So let's get straight to it. You feel me? I don't know if I'm in view. Yeah, I'm in view. Yeah. If you joining in, make sure you smash that like button. Go ahead and share it to your peoples. Oh, come on now. Woo-wee. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Who is that right there? My brother Joe, what it do? What it do? Eggplant, my boy. You feel me? Drop a link in the chat as well. If anybody want to join up. If not, we go rock out. Give me 1 second. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all share the live. It's gonna go live the other day, but it was raining cats and dogs. Supposed to be getting rain this afternoon. So I had to hurry up and get out here. Cause I can't let these eggplants sit on here any longer in the squash. I don't want to risk it. And this is my harvest. Oh man, what the hell is going on my phone? There we go. There's a link in the chat. Join in. If you pulling up, make sure you hit that like button and share. You feel me? There's one eggplant. Ah, another one. See, this joker right here, the behemoth, covering up my sage. I got some other ones on here. I got 3 more, but I'm not gonna harvest those. They look like they can definitely use some more time. Uh, yes, sir. My brother Tony, top of it, top of it. Another eggplant. I got some carrots right here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and should I harvest some? Debated, debatable. Let me go ahead and bring y'all with me on grab this okra, and I'll give y'all an update. Let y'all see how I'm battling with these goddamn cabbage worms. They whooping my feet too. Whooping feet. I've been bull driving with the insect net. That's one thing that you already know. Oh yeah, let me grab the squash too. Grab the squash. Small little squash. Okay, you got okra. Have to grab this okra. Thing about okra, the more you harvest, the more they produce. So there's 3 of them. Man, what we looking like this morning. And then I'll let y'all see how we got our first watermelon starting to develop. Let's see if we can zoom in on that bad boy. Our first watermelon starting to develop. See, I got it trellised on my arch. It's vining off in there. And a couple weeks ago, y'all saw me sow that corn. None of them sprouted. So it simply came down to it was old kernels. So I went on ahead, bought me some more, and I sowed them yesterday before it rained. Same spot. I believe it was like 16 spots that I sowed. And right here, I had my green beans. I just pulled those up as well. And I just sold 3 rows of carrots as well too. So looking forward to that. But that's squash. This is the only squash that has harvest or developed any fruit for me this year. So I'm gonna see if I get some more fruit out of it. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and clip it because the squash vine boards is over there whooping its feet. You know, since I started going vertical with it, it has helped, but I'm still seeing pest pressure. So I'm going to see if I could get some fruit to develop out of it or not. But I'm thinking about going ahead and just pulling it and dropping some winter squash right here, some butter squash. Then same right here. This one is doing really good. Trellising it vertically. The same thing. Had that squash vine board issue. It does. It seems to be doing a lot better than this one. I need to go ahead and get some zip ties, trellis this up more vertically. But yeah, and then my pole beans, they taking off like crazy. I'm just waiting to see, waiting for them to start flowering and making some beans. But yeah, this thing is bound across. But yeah, it's not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. But all of these spaces where my plants have either stopped producing or like all my beans, I'm pretty much those bush beans I pulled up. So only doing pole beans moving forward and things that's going to survive uh, the heat that's coming this summer. What the brother said, man, don't get me started with the watermelon. Oh yeah, don't get started on the watermelon. Yes, yeah, I seen your Joan is over there vining like crazy, and I saw you had those female flowers starting to produce. It's crazy because if they don't pollinate, they just dry up. So what a lot of people will come and do is hand fertilizing. And so right here, there's some corn that I got growing. I got 6 heads, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 heads of corn right here. Some wild corn. It's crazy because we had this going over where my old coop was. All that manure started producing the corn, so I just transplanted over here. So this is 7 heads right here, and we'll see how we do with it. I'm not sure if it's sweet corn or not, but we go see. We go see. Rock out with that. Having pest pressure like crazy. My brassica's getting destroyed. So we're gonna go ahead and clip all of them. Give these to the chickens. These my collards, they were doing amazing. We've been getting rained on like crazy, so I couldn't really combat it the way I want to with like the neem or anything like that, just because of the constant rain. So what I'm gonna do is just take away their food supply, give my birds some extra protein in the meantime, and you know, set myself up for fall because that's when we go win with the brassicas. But it would have been nice to have harvest some of these right now and just had them in the salad or something like that. But in the meantime, in between time, let's go feed my birds and give us better quality eggs. The greens plus the protein from these cabbage worms. Yeah. So I just clipped that whole head right there. Go give these to the birds. Matter of fact, my wife just came out. I'm gonna pass them to her. You know, I'm not going over there. It's too muddy. I got you. I got you. Yeah, my fault. The wifey hollering at me. So, yes, Lord. Yeah, but I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me do a zoom in on that corn. You feel me? That corn growing in here, baby. I love how these garden beds really came out because it just allowed me to be so adaptable on these grow beds. Whereas in the previous seasons, I didn't have that ability to do. You know what I'm saying? My grow rows and everything. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to the wife. That's love. So man, these bad boys are serving me nicely. Serving me nicely. Show you some more pest pressure. All my brassicas over here. I'm talking about whooped, whooped, nastily. So I've been battling. I have been battling all of these. I mean, just 2 weeks ago, this nice, lush, and full. There's nothing but greenery right here. And boy, cabbage worms are a beast. I got my orchards up, and I didn't capitalize on putting that insect uh, netting up. It comes with it in real time. You know what I'm saying? I know I won't definitely won't make this mistake again. I got netting, but I know it ain't long enough. Pause. Let me see. This is the netting that I used last year for. You know what? We're gonna make this rock out because this is though. Or yeah, I'm bulls out. Huh? Yeah, it's in the refrigerator. But maybe grab one more out the deep freezer. Another thing of chicken. Bet. About to get down on that barbecue grill. Yeah, dude. Let me see. I don't even know if this is gonna be wide enough because you get the cut and stuff. Yeah, that this ain't gonna be wide enough. It's got the length, but not the width. Let's see. I got more netting over here. I might have to jerry rig it. But yeah, man. See, I got this netting over here. I don't know why I just can't get my ass out here and use it. Yeah, we're gonna make it work. We'll make it work. I'm gonna go get some more PVC, make an arch right here, go cover this whole joker up, go name oil the hell out of here just to make sure we smoking off these cabbage worms because it's bouncing back, right? It's bouncing back. We just got to keep that pest pressure down. If I can keep the pest pressure down for a solid month, then we're gonna be Gucci. You know what I'm saying? We'll be Gucci. Uh, I don't know what the hell if these were these morning glories right here because I got the Georgia the jungle vining going on right here. I can't remember if these were morning glories or if this is supposed to be some type of pole bean. But man, it's taking over and vining like crazy. I was waiting. I was hoping that it was a flower, so we had more pollination going on. It's creating a strong ecosystem. You feel me? Oh, let me show you these sunflowers because they doing their thing. Take it over here. We do got flowers in here, but working on having more flowers. Let's see. There we go. That's a nice mammoth sunflower. And we got one right here with the bees landing on them in real time. Let's talk about pollinators. Then we got our cayenne peppers right here doing their thing. I haven't gotten any jalapenos in a few weeks. So, all right, finally seeing a flower form. So that's a good thing because, all right, we got a couple developing. All right. So I've been waiting on it because I had harvest mm, two, three, four. The last time I did that was about 3 weeks ago, and I haven't seen any since. So I'm letting these cayennes get red, and then I'm harvest these jokers. And if I get enough, I'm gonna try to make my own hot sauce. Then these are my cubanos. So let me get out the sun right here. Got the big cubano peppers. We got three on here. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I want to leave them on here and let them get red because I know that um, they probably develop more flavor. But they are a sweet pepper, so I should just go ahead and yeah, I'm gonna harvest them right now because we're gonna throw these on a grill today. Yeah, we about to go crazy. My little bro, it was a C day on Monday, so we go ahead and do an impromptu little barbecue for him. Hopefully he ain't listening. That's one. The more we harvest, the more we get. That's two. Boom. Need to give them a feeding as well. And my orange trees doing pretty damn good. The pruning that I put on them. Uh, right here, that is not pinto bean. Damn, what's that? It's the red beans everybody be eating. Lord have mercy, slipped my mind. Kidney beans. Kidney beans. Then, of course, we got the olives, which I need to stop bull driving and put them in at least a 5 gallon container. Then in here, the pool, the mad science pool, we got another sunflower and we got watermelon growing in there as well. Other watermelon. Got some more corn growing in these containers right here. You already know sweet potatoes and everything doing their thing. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me let y'all see what the grapes looking like too. So in real time, the wifey caught all of the wildlife over here devouring my damn grapes. Oh man, it was so many clusters over here, and they just came through and just been tearing them up. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and harvest these jokers because you just see in between they're just picking out them, just taking them off. So gotta deal with this. Next year we definitely go have this covered. And we got some beans in here that we need to harvest as well. Of course, we got a apple tree over here. These little tiny little apples on here. I think I need to do a feeding because these apples is on the puny side of the game. They should have started to get a lot bigger. But this is this tree's first year producing. So a low cost taking off taller than me now. So everything's enjoying being in actual ground. Gotta check on this bad boy because I did try and propagate this tree. Not seeing any roots. Let's see. Let's go ahead and open it up and see if what I did worked. Let me flip the camera. Let's see it in real time. If this worked or not. Is that visible? Yeah. So what I'm looking for is roots starting to develop. They did, then this will be its own tree. So let's see. If not, we will try a different grow medium because this method that I use is tried and proved. Uh, Maybe the grow medium isn't, you know, sufficient enough. Let's see. We got roots in here and we're doing something. Yeah, not a single root. Oh, wait. Man, it's trying to scab over right here. Maybe, you know what? I'm gonna give it some more time. I'm gonna get some rooting hormone, put some more in here. And we just gonna give it some more time, see what it do. Because it is scabbing over. So I would think I should have some roots by now in here. Something. So I'm gonna go grab some rooting hormone, drop it in there, see if that does anything. But it's still moist, creating like a scab area, but no roots yet. Shout out to people in the audience, future listeners. Just an impromptu live. I'm gonna start going live on YouTube because StreamYard don't send out notifications, and you know what I'm saying. Sitting here talking to yourself about what's going on in the garden, straight and all, but when you have somebody else in here communicating with you, letting them topics flow, that's always the best scenario for me, at least. Same as Apple right here. I can't remember if this one produced apples last year. I can't remember. I know it produced flowers, but I don't know if we had got any actual apples. But you know, I'm not mad with considering I threw them in the ground while they were flowering. So you know, not too much can be said negatively about getting any type of production with the type of stress that I put them through. My pears over here, these leaves getting brown as hell. So definitely, I got to prune this one because I hate the way this Joker is. Man, this bad boy is ugly. It's Feely from Color Purple. You sure is ugly. Yeah, this is an ugly ass tree. So we're gonna prune her up, and that, you know what I'm saying? That'll be half the battle right there. I'm gonna prune this branch right here. That's ugly. You know, I'm try to open her up. Try to open her up, clean her up. That way, we got some nice fruit slide through. Brother Cliff, salute. It's you know, StreamYard don't be sending out the live. So appreciate you pulling up. People popping in and out. Feel me? Appreciate everybody. It's a quick little impromptu. Show you what the harvest is looking like. Since you got in here late, brother. Quick little harvest. Some okra, some cabana peppers, eggplant, squash. Not too bad. You feel me? Not too bad. Not too goddamn bad. Third or fourth, no, fourth harvest this year just from the garden beds. Uh, Not including any of my berries. You know, so I ain't complaining at all. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me sit this down. Yes, sir. Yeah, shout out to yes, sir. My brother Toyo always say, shout out to the workers. You feel me? Y'all, that boy been going up over there on that channel. I got to get back inspired to do them type of lives again. It's been years since I sat down and crank out them 2 3 hour live streams. I saw the other day my boy did like a 12-hour live. I said, oh, he was on. He was on. Had that drink, you know what I'm saying? Had that smoke, had the community in there, had them topics flowing. Yeah, yeah. That's fly right there. Shout out to my boy Big Hill over there doing his Dougie. Feel me? I'm gonna get back to it. I just got to get the setup back right. Get another soundboard because Baby Soul he destroyed mine. So that's a big reason why. Then you know what? I could go jack my daughter's little sound card. I had got her one of them little portable ones for Christmas. I could just rock out with that for the time being. Yeah, I'm gonna go jack her. Probably go end up doing it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We go do one up. Send out an invite to some of the homies. Get a topic going. Get it cracking. Do it up like we used to. Yeah, yeah. And everybody in the building, smash that like button. Share it to your people. Get them in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a conversation going. In the meantime, in between time, we just out here putting, you know what I'm saying? Putting belt to ass, making it happen. Boots on the ground, literally. You feel me? Yeah. Got them nice ostrich on. You did. I'm gonna have to go ahead and fool with that net. As soon as I get off of here, trim that to size. And bro, this cabbage worms is a monster. Need to grab something to drink too while I'm bullshitting. Cause although that sun is peeking in and out, it's humid than a bitch out here. Over here sweating like I'm in the sauna. That rain been a nice cool relief, but when it ain't around for, you know what I'm saying, no significant time, that humidity be reaching ungodly levels. I'm over here sweating on my shirt. Yes, sir. You see. Yeah, man. They just putting in the work, putting in the work. Go keep knocking it down. Got more plans for the future, for the garden. Putting more garden beds up here in this area, just maximizing, just had this whole thing for food for us. Just want to be coming out here like I'm in the Garden of Eden, just grabbing whatever I want. I'll take a little bit of this, take a little bit of this. You know what I'm saying? Real living, good eating. You feel me? You feel me? Shout out everybody who doing their thing. Feel me? The bulldoggers, the working class. You know what I'm saying? The grinders. Yes, sir. Putting in that goddamn work. There you go. See that sun peeking out again. Hot boy. You feel me? Yes, sir. Oh, y'all was killing me too the other day over there on Toyo channel. Oh, damn docking. Or trying to get into that parking stall. Y'all was killing me. Oh man, talking about soul snatchers and lizards and whatnot. Boy, goddamn, killing me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Then the good topic, the brother Toyo had no, we was over there chopping it up and we was talking about uh damn, what did he I think I had asked what is trying to remember the question that I posed. I think I posed the question, how do we build a strong family again? Um, one of the things that I be stressing, and whenever I talk to people, not even in relationships, but just, I'm just saying people, period, when we talk about just family dynamics and stuff, but especially people in relationship, like before you even think about laying seed in a woman, if things starting to get serious, I gotta have them real conversations about, in my opinion, what is the dynamics for our relationship? Like define clear, defined rules of engagement. You know what I mean? Service and duty, our responsibility to one another. You know what I mean? And communication got to be established, like clear lines of communication. I think oftentimes people could have better relationships if they knew how to talk to their spouse. I we seeing the way the sisters handle the brothers at times be crazy, and then vice versa. You know what I mean? Do I be seeing brothers talking to the sisters? Be outrageous. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro, that's your queen. That's how you rapping with her. You know what I'm saying? So I think the way we communicate, interface with one another, we got to stop looking at each other like our adversary. You know, women got to look at they man and understand that ain't nobody gonna love you the way this man go love you. You know what I mean? And that's got to be in their mind. And same thing for the brothers. We got to look at a woman, and when we thinking about possibly, if you having raw sex with the broad, you got to have it in your mind that the possibility for a baby to be here. So them clear lines of our roles and how we go. You know what I'm saying? Tackle these issues. Simple things like things that our mamas, our grandmas used to do. Things like who get fed first. You know what I'm saying? When anytime I'm home, I'm getting my plate first, no question. I'm not. I don't have to get up and go ask. You know what I'm saying? If my wife is cooking, I'm not getting up to go make me a plate unless I choose to. She bringing me my plate. You know what I mean? But on the flip side, she ain't taking out the garbage. She ain't cutting the grass. Any type of things that need to be done with the car, oil change, tires, anything like that, I'm getting up doing it. Any type of mechanical issues, that's me. I'm not telling her, oh, hey, you got a check engine light, take it up to AutoZone and go throw it on, ask them to hook it up to their OBD. You know what I'm saying? No, that's all me. But like when it comes to the kitchen, I'm not cleaning the kitchen. I'm not washing the dish unless I choose to. I'm not washing clothes unless I choose to. Now I will help clean up around the house. You know what I'm saying? I vacuum. I clean the bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? I wipe baseboards. But just certain things that we understand, I'm just not doing. When it comes to like yard duty, the animals and things like that. Okay, I got children, so my eldest, all right, she got to take care of the chickens. She got to make sure they fed and watered. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with rabbits, my dog, so on and so forth. Like, okay, because we instilling responsibility, and the biggest thing we got to look at service for one another, understanding that we should use everybody should use one another, or that's what family is for. We're supposed to use one another. The issue becomes misusing. So things that I'm instilling in my children is something like I just call it being of service. Everybody know that term, being of service, being of service. But in that dichotomy, it's the pecking order. A lot of times, black households, we don't put a pecking order in play. Eldest, middle child, so on and so forth. So, and then we don't, a lot of times, because of the trauma that's been passed out generationally, we can oftentimes overlook one child because we might perceive another child's greatness, and we hype that child up and forget about the other children. So you got to be cognizant of passing out that, or doing your best to be equal in the love that you share, and asking your children what they need so that you don't create sibling rivalries. So with that acts of service for one another, my daughter, when it comes to her, say me and my wife run to the store, all right, you in charge. So make sure your brother and sister straight, right? So it's a level of we building a responsibility, teaching her, these are motherly skills as well too. Hey, uh, I might be taking care of some business. Hey, make your brother a plate. Go in there, go grab a snack or something, right? That's teaching her motherly skills, maternal skills, right? But in that as well, if my son is not listening to her, I'm backing my daughter up. Hey, what your sister say? You know what I'm saying? So it's a chain of command. It's authority in line. A lot of times you see sibling rivalry, you see the disrespect from like the youngest child to the eldest child, and things like that because these ground rules weren't set in stone. So I'm learning from experience of me being the eldest in the household that I came from and having responsibility and onus placed on me as a child, you know what I'm saying? A teenager, so on and so forth. It was always don't let nobody touch your brother, your sister. You know what I'm saying? You better squabble some shit down. You better tear up this motherfucker. You don't let nobody do anything to your siblings, right? But in that same token, hold on, let me straighten up this camera. That same token, right? It was no uh respect that was ooh, I'm gonna drop this joker. It was no respect that was placed on my siblings when it came to dealing with me. It wasn't, hey, respect big bro, Hey, if he tell you something, if y'all on the streets, you need to listen to him because ultimately he the one that got to answer for anything if it go left. So it was responsibility without respect. So that's focus in my house. You know what I'm saying? But these are all clear lines that are being defined, that have been defined. You know what I'm saying? Our rules of engagement, acts of service. Are we teaching our daughters to be of service to young men? We're teaching our sons to be of service to the women, you know? So when my son gets older, there's going to be certain things that I require that he do for his sisters, while I have requirements that my daughters do for their brother. So they understand service amongst one another. Also, they understand how to interface with the opposite sex. They see how me and my wife, how we interact. We pride ourselves in not having arguments, especially in front of the children. They might see us disagree or have conversations. But even at that, we do our best to always exit stage left, find somewhere, make sure they square it away, and then we'll have a conversation. So we got to make sure, in my opinion, that we keep those things out of the public eye. And by that I mean out of your children's face. But it's all about healthy interaction. Healthy interaction. Them seeing opposite sex being able to be productive, and then now having them mirror those services for one another. Okay, hey, like my son gets of age, and hey, your sister Tyra look low. Go check her air pressure. Oh, she need help with putting together something. I might not be home. Hey, go in there, go put that together for your sister. Right? Boom. On the flip side, now when it comes to their brother, you know what I'm saying? Hey, your brother here over there long. Don't let your brother walk around looking like that. Go do something. Twist his hair up or something. It's putting the onus on making sure that we are of use to one another, but never misusing. Now, getting back to the relationship part, these conversations is so important because, the living the Black experience isn't a monolith. Although we all share very similar upbringings, we all had those unique experiences as well. So I know some Black folk who never got whoopings. I got my ass beat. You know what I'm saying? So hypothetically, if I had a wife and she didn't grow up with that experience of getting her ass beat, that could be a conflict of interest when it comes to how we discipline our children. So those hard conversations got to be had before having babies, in my opinion. I see a lot of people have issues with discipline, the rules for engagement on how they go discipline their children. What my brother said, checking in family, who is that? Who is this? That's not letting me click there. All right, StreamYard tripping. I can't even see who said that. Oh. Oh, brother Drew Titan, salute, salute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So something as simple as understanding, like the difference of how y'all upbringing and now when it come to children, if you're not having these conversations about that prior to having kids, man, slip ups happen all the time. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta be more aware. Us men. Hey, man, condoms been around for a long time. We can't go. You can't listen to any woman that's saying, "Oh, I'm on birth control." You know what I mean? If you're not ready to have no kids, especially it's a stranger or anything like that, bro, strap up. And you still better pull out, goddamn it. So you're not ready to have children, you know what I mean? We gotta be wise as men. But slip ups do happen. And when they happen, before they happen, we should have be more wiser. We didn't seen it all by now. We got too many examples. And it's not like the silent generations before where the older men didn't come and give the young brothers cautionary tales. We got two, three generations of seeing, you know, uh, families, the family dynamic, unstable families, unstable family dynamics. We can't use the excuse I didn't know anymore. You know, too many examples of it. Just simple things of doing the opposite of what your parents did can change that. But the conversation's got to be had. You know, if you up and around a woman that you know you can't see yourself long termly with, then you got to make some strong moves as far as making sure you don't have no kids with this woman. You can't get wound up by how good that ass look and slip up because you ain't got no condoms on you. You just can't do it. You got to take that 5 minute ride and go get some. I don't care how good it look because man, 20, 30 minutes of pleasure is not worth a lifetime of hell dealing with an unstable person. Vice versa for the women too. You know what I mean? That boy, whatever he is for you, 6 foot, blah blah blah. He got all them looks, the charm, everything that you like. Put his phone out the sun. He's just over here heating up. Yeah, we just got to be wiser. So, acts of service, having the hard conversations when it comes to relationship dynamics, those got to be cut in stone. I think that's how we get the black household back in check. And I think men, we got to be more honest in who we are. Got to be honest. If we bulldogs, and what I'm saying. If we a stud dog out here, our woman got to know we a stud dog. We got to have them hard conversations. You know, if you want to indulge in the polygamy, hey, sometimes you got to have them conversations with them. No, I'm not gonna say sometimes. We got to have them conversations. It's just, it's worth it. So we got to do better with the honesty as men. Women. I think women got to get out of the reality or the idea like my money is my money, your money is our money. That's one thing that I feel like women got to get out of. Um, I think women got to start holding one another accountable as well too. You know what I mean? As men, we can say what we want about women. We can have panels, women, but until women start checking one another, you know what I mean? We just go be perpetuating the same cycle, and we unfortunately it women like that will run men off, and it just perpetuates to our daughters. We look up and we got another lost generation. So you know, if we are out here rocking out on the wild boy status, or we do get a woman undeserving of carrying our seed out here rocking out in the world, hey man, we got to do what we got to do. We got to be there for these babies, bro. Because I tell you what, ain't nothing worse than you stepping away from your daughter or your son and allowing an unstable woman to raise that child up in her ways. You done destroyed another generation. You gotta you gotta suffer and sacrifice for yours. So, but before we get to that, let's just move more strategically. You know what I'm saying? Use protection. God damn it. Uh, and you know, if you are feeling a chick, you got to get to know her. Have them conversations before you. I don't, boy, because I know what that raw cat do. Well, my boy said StreamYard link doesn't work. Hold on, I'm gonna drop it again. Hold on, got you right now. I probably had accidentally deleted. Hold on, got you right now. Cause did y'all sort itself out? Might have. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me get this link squared away. Uh, Wifey up in there bumping to me. What's up? Sprout? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, link in the chat. Link in the chat for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put all of that in the soil. Never leave my pad without my blessing oil. Bigger than all outdoors. She got booty galore. Ass like I never even seen before. She picking up her money off the floor. Hold on. There we go. It's crazy. All the ballers in the club poor. What it do? What it do?
Yeah, I don't know. What's good, Kenpo?
It's a what's up, G? Hey, go in the house. You go get bit by these mosquitoes.
Child, a young soul out there, always gonna be by his daddy.
On God. Yes, sir. What's the deal, my cousin?
Man, this trying to make some shake out here. So if I get a phone call, my apologies. I'm in between meetings and stuff, but I was wanting to tap in and get in on this good cook. Hey, bro, you cooking out here, man? You cooking out
Oh,
here?
appreciate it.
So
Yeah, man.
for a man like myself, when I had my daughter, I wasn't married. I had my daughter out of wedlock, as they say. I had my daughter in college. So I didn't create my daughter in holy matrimony, as they say.
For
So,
sure. Like most
well,
of us.
right. So when I'm out here in this dating world, I have a lady and everything. I'm out in this dating world. When I date a lady, I have to see what should be a good role model, not a stepmom, not a replacement mom. What should be a good role model for my daughter? What is this something that my daughter can learn from her? Can she teach my daughter certain attributes and traits? And also,
Right.
will she not corrupt and damage my daughter for things that she already learned and understanding from her grandmother? You know what I mean? So,
Mm.
so from when she's not with me, when she's with her mom, the grandmother is still the head figure in the house. Old school, church going, skirt past the calf, no skin showing, holy roller. That's how my daughter was raised. So it would be foolish of me to date/marry somebody who does not follow those same guidelines or believe the same things. So when you're searching for a partner, like you said, to create the family, you got to find somebody who is where you have the same ideology. I can't be I can't be not conservative as in politics, but I'm a very, low key brother. I handle my
Yes,
business.
sir.
I'll pop out, when I need to and be a little flamboyant, but I like to,
Hmm.
stay under the radar and handle my business. It would be a who of me to get with a lady who wants to be outside all the time, showing legs and showing booty crack and twerking
Right,
everywhere
right.
we go. That's not going to fit the image already built up, and it's not going to fit the 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 growth. She's not going to help the growth as my daughter. 'Cause my daughter's a teenager, so she's very impressionable. So I got to be very careful who I bring around my lady, and that's who the lady I picked. She's a Southern woman. She's a hey,
Shout
bro,
out.
hey, bro, let me call you back.
Yeah, yeah,
I
do
got a
your
phone
thing.
call.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right, bro,
sir.
my bad, bro.
Yeah, no, dude. We on here cooking. Yes,
Already.
sir. Shout out to my brother Joe. Shout out to my brother Joe. Nah, and he's spitting facts right there. I mean, with anything, it comes down to making sure it's the right fit, and we got to have that forward thought. You know what I'm saying? We got to have foresight. You know, what does the best version of when it comes to our children? What does the best version look like, and what does the worst version look like? So making sure that we have those right role models around, understanding that we humans, right? Never expecting perfection, but always pushing to be better. You know, and man, having a woman with who's accountable, a woman with awareness, and a woman that's feminine, man, those are very hard qualities to find in today's time. And but if you do get those, man, you got to cherish those things in a woman. You know, um, and it goes back to those clear, defined roles that we have created or set for our relationships. Um, I, Oftentimes we just playing house. You know what I'm saying? I said this over the weekend. I was over on the homies uh, uh Samurai channel CEO, and we was cooking, right? So we just in there talking. I get to rapping that ism talk, whatever, whatever. And I just made a emphatic statement, to my family that's out there. Forgive me. You know what I'm saying? But we just gonna be raw and uncanted with this. I don't want no cootie that's too good. You feel me? I don't want no 10 because that's gonna have me unproductive. What did Cat Williams say in that special? I don't want none of that kill. I want some regular weed. I want regular cootie cat. Give me some 6, some 7 at max. Because I don't want nothing so good that it got me out of my goddamn mind to where I can't even. I don't even have clear judgment when if I'm dealing with it out of whack heifer. You know what I'm saying? It's dudes that be dealing with that, dealing with some stuff that they wasn't prepared for, and that cat have them out here crashing out doing stupid stuff. Got to know who you are. Nigga, popping out of bushes. Oh, she don't want to be with you no more, so you offing everybody. You didn't off her. No, no. Matter of fact, you didn't left her alive. You didn't off all her kids. You didn't off her mama and her brothers because you want her to suffer and yourself because she didn't want to be with you no more. Cake ass. Um, so I mean, it'd be a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? We just going through the motions, and you young, you want to have fun. I dig all of that, but we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Move smart, move smart. Wrap that rascal up, as my pop and his partners used to say. Wrap that rascal up. You know what I'm saying? It cost you $6, keep you a pack on you anytime you stepping out to the young bulls. Don't go out here if you don't got intentions of being a father. Can't be raw dicking, or what they say, hot dicking. Hot dicking is what they say in the South. Yeah, you can't be hot dicking out here. Be smart with it. If you're not ready to be a father, um, I think we just all got to do better at our decision making. But the family, we got to, if we want to get out this conundrum that they didn't put on us. You know what I'm saying? This mad play. The government, man. These one percenters, they the pimping. They didn't put a cold play on us. The world it ain't nothing but they hoes, and they put a cold play on us, boy. And in order for us to get out of that, we got to build up the family again. The family is the most important thing, and that's our liberation. It ain't no sky daddy that's finna come down and be our salvation. We are salvation. and it start right in the household. You
Facts.
know, the biggest charity that you can do for the community is right at home. The most revolutionary, it's two of the most revolutionary things that we can do is build a black family. And then the second one is learn how to feed yourself. When you don't rely on the government for your sustenance and you building a strong core value, man, that's how you start to build culture. And then within
Hmm.
culture, you start to build a code. And
Hmm.
anytime you see a code enact and in play, that's when you see groups of people make power plays. Everybody, most other groups operate with a code. You don't see, they don't get online bashing one another. They handle it behind closed doors. They get on any type of platform. They might have bicker a little bit, but they never expose their hand too much to the masses. They keep that in-house drama at home. We come out, we telling the whole world. You know what I'm saying? And it love to show itself in boxing. Go ahead, family. You can cook at any time.
Already. But can you hear me good?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Okay. But yeah, no, to piggyback what I was saying. So for me, when I find a partner, she has to emulate and she has to continue the growth of my daughter to help continue her trajectory to being a not a not a bad bee, not a
Right,
spend
right,
it type of let, but for her to be a full grown
right, right,
woman,
right, right,
So
right.
so my daughter, yes, she listened to hip hop music, but some of her role models are her grandmother, her mother, and of course like Michelle Obama, that kind of ilk of lady. So for the lady that I picked, she's um a very intelligent woman, Southern woman. Me living in California. I've dated, quite a bit out here, and the woman I'm with now, she embodies everything that I believe in, and is, and the most important thing to me is to see would they get along. Would my daughter feel comfortable around her? Would they, and whatnot? My daughter considers my lady her best friend. They talk on the phone throughout the year when even though they're not even when she's not here. She's literally helping her grow into a woman from a princess into a queen. Helping her with her emotions, helping her with everything from hair to even teaching her how to cook. Look, we only got these three things. Let's make a dish, and they make a dish together. So that's
That's
something I
fire.
had to be mindful of when I was picking my lady. I couldn't just get anybody to be with me, because then that person has to be a role model to my daughter. So
For sure.
so it's very important for men out there. You have to find somebody who is of your same ilk, who has the same mindset as you. So my lady, like you were saying, so my lady, when she around me, she like her mind shuts off. She's on like autopilot. I mean, like she don't worry about nothing. She feels safe and secure. You know,
You
like I
handling
said,
everything.
yeah, I'm handling everything. She don't have to.
Hmm.
I don't have to worry about getting no water. She does it. She brings me my plate and everything. But in return, I provide safety, security, and I provide Jesus Christ. I provide safety, security, and I provide black manhood. That's what I provide. When she's out in the public
Mm.
with me, ain't nobody walking up to her, grabbing her booty. Ain't nobody even trying to holler at her. She's invisible when she around me in public. But when she by herself, hey mama, so she
Right,
noticed the
right,
difference,
right, right.
so she
For
understands
sure.
that, that security that I bring. So,
Right.
so to bring the black family back again, it starts at home. It starts at home, starts in your neighborhood. It doesn't start with no celebrities. It doesn't start with Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion. It doesn't start with Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. It starts at your house, and it starts
Right,
in your
right.
neighborhoods. So,
For
you
sure.
know, so
I wanted to piggyback what you were saying as far as role models and things like that for our daughters. Hey, because we live in these times, oftentimes we either are the likelihood of us finding a partner without children or us coming into a relationship without children, is pretty slim. So we are going to deal with women with kids, and for the ladies that go to be dealing with men with kids, seeing, looking at that woman or that man and seeing the values that they can instill into your children is so important. So important. You got to look at that man or woman and see what they offer, the benefits that they can bring to your children. And then the reality is, especially if you have young children, I'm gonna say this to the women. Women have to, if you can't see that man disciplining your child, you shouldn't be with him. And discipline don't necessarily mean a whooping, but any type of correction. If you expect that man to spend his hard earned dollars, if you want him to provide protection, provision, uh, wisdom, his time, then guess what? Discipline come along with that as well too. And a lot of times I see this is a huge issue for a lot of men when it come to dating their children, is that component right there. You want me to do everything that a father would do except for correction and discipline. And that's hard because women will allow their children to disrespect her husband and side with their children, and ultimately will burn the house down because those children grow up to and move on, you know, and they miss the important lessons that a good man had for them children, and had that woman who knew the right man, and she allowed him to invest in those kids, they would be far better humans than they are now. And I think a lot of times those situations are breeding more of the dysfunction that we see, more of the trauma that we see. So, like you said, we got to get away from these Meg the Stallions. We got to get away from these Pooh Shiesties and things like that. They're not our children role model. Yes, we all listen to rap as we came up, but we all knew somebody from the neighborhood or our partner's father if we didn't have ours. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who gave us that opposite side of, the bullshit. We saw the models of possibility. So we got to have those things in place. Our culture is being ruled by degeneracy. And because entertainment is the focus for most of us, you know what I'm saying? Most times we got our phones or some type of electronic device, and we just constantly consuming nothing but degenerate behavior. So we need more models of possibility. So what my brother Joe said, who we laying down with is most important. They got to be the model of possibility for our child. You know, one of the most important things for me is a woman got to believe in me, my word and my deeds, and she got to be so enveloped in what I'm saying that it becomes her. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Mm.
what do they call it? Damn, it's like in business. It businesses be having like they sayings. Damn, it's a terminology that they call it. What my boy said, somebody in the chat. I'm gonna check the chat in a second. Damn.
Pretty much fall in line, pretty much, too.
Yeah. But it's a terminology that companies have, and it becomes, like the beacon for the company. Man, this gonna drive me crazy. Go ahead. I'm gonna think about this term because it made sense with where I was going with it.
Right, right.
Yeah. Go ahead and cook.
But yeah,
When it hit me,
to go
I'm
back
gonna
what
jump
you're
back to it.
saying. To go back what you're saying, I never really had it. Even when I was out here dating, I never had an issue with women being feminine around me, women being the word submissive around me. I never had a problem. Even if a woman was older than me, she would my presence and my mindset is not of my age. You know what I mean? So
Right.
they always forget that I'm younger or whatnot, but I've never had an issue with that. My issue is what was your upbringing like? What is
I,
your
I mentioned that
mindset like?
earlier. Hmm.
what is your family values like? So once you start getting into the minutia or those kind of things, that's when things start to get a little iffy. So like
Yes, sir.
I dated this lady. She had no issue with me disciplining her son. And now, like when I say discipline, it's not like hitting him, throwing him through the window, like
Correction,
everybody joke.
for sure.
Like everybody
Yeah, yeah,
jokes
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Man,
yeah, yeah.
I used to
St-
get beat. Man, I
yeah, yeah,
used to.
yeah.
They used to throw
Head
me in
between the
the.
washer and the dryer.
Yeah,
Goddamn it.
yeah, no. It's more about correction, bringing
Yeah,
discipline, bringing consistency.
structure.
So
Right, right,
structure.
right,
So
right.
yeah, so her
Yeah, yeah.
daughter. So I'm sorry. So her son. When I came in the picture, he would ice grill me, and I had to talk to him a little bit, and let him know
My
what it
nigga D
is.
man in the building. Salute, salute, D man.
But but yeah, that young man, he should be way older now. But he went from a C student. I got into his life and gave him structure, gave him a morning routine, gave him a different mindset. He went from a C student to an honor roll student, just like that, to the point to where even the parents, even the teachers would approach me and say, "Hey, man, I see what you've done with that young man. You've done a phenomenal job. If nobody told you, I see what you're doing." You know what
Yes,
I
sir.
mean?
Yes,
So
sir.
she allowed me to help, elevate her son, just, her mindset and some of the things that she was talking about just didn't add up over time. So, but
For sure.
yeah, so yeah, it's
What
important
I was trying
to
to say, hold that, because before I forget it again, what I was trying to
right,
say is an admission statement, right? Your words and your thoughts, a woman that,
right,
if you, this is when you know you got a woman that rock with you. When your thoughts, your words, your actions start to become hers, it become her admission statement. That's when you got you one. That's what I
right,
was saying. Go ahead.
right. No, yeah, yep, for sure. I mean, like my lady, sometimes she has to remind me because I lead, I handle my business, but sometimes, I like to ask my lady's opinion because she may see something that I don't see, or I want to get a
Hmm.
panoramic view, or mainly just get her input before I make a full decision. A lot of times, I'm just going to go full go and do something, but I like to ask my lady's opinion because that's my lady, and I don't want to also um, disrespect her by not asking her for her opinion. So a lot of times she'll be like, "Look, you the man. I trust you. Wherever you say, we're gonna rock with it." So sometimes she has to remind me and empower me to keep on doing that. Because sometimes
Hmm.
I, I'm not deferring, but I'll say, "Hey, babe, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? This and that." Just
For
because
sure.
I may not see everything till I'm doing so much. So
Right, right,
so
right.
when you have a lady who will empower you in your manhood, bro, you can't go wrong with that. So
For
and again,
sure.
I've dated ladies. My daughter's only met two women her whole life, and one of them I'm with right now. So, the last one that she met, you know, I noticed they didn't click at all. It's
Mm.
just they just didn't. All right, bro. Let me call you back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nah, I mean, my brother Joe said something. Now we gotta know our kids too. You know what I'm saying? For the ones that are out in the market, you know what I'm saying? You do have children, but you do want to, you know, have a wife or whatever the scenario is, or that woman is looking for a husband. You got to know your kids because sometimes they run off exactly what you need. So you got to have them real honest views of what's going down. Sometimes our kids be right about them, but sometimes they be dead wrong because they either just spoil rotten. You know what I'm saying? And kids just can be territorial. They don't like nobody, especially little boys. They don't like nobody who our mama messing with. You know what I mean? So we got to know our kids, and when they getting out of pocket, we got to check that. Because you'll run off the blessing, and it's oftentimes women's children that do that. Because generally speaking, from my experience, I all my cousins, we were all raised by our fathers, right? Our dads didn't play when it came to disrespect of any sort. Like, regardless of if we liked a person or not, you still handled them with respect, you know? So we just couldn't operate like that. But I've seen too many instances. Women's kids would get way out of pocket with who they mama dating. So we got to know our kids. We got to have them a real honest look at everything. What and my boy said, D man said, and Joe been with her for a minute. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. He said Joe been with her for a minute. That part. Yeah, man. But it's just the reality. You know, the dynamics. I think also too. The idea of women submitting is like for a lot of women, it's like trigger. It's like you just damn near called her a bitch. Oh, I need a woman that submits to me, but they don't understand that submission is and it goes both ways. Because as I require my woman to submit to me, I submit to her at times too. Like it's been, she might need me to do X, Y, and Z, or it might be a situation because you be with a person long enough, y'all go argue, y'all go have disagreements, so on and so forth, and sometimes you just got to take the back seat. You just got to take the back seat. So that right there, you just yeah, you got it. That in that moment, I'm submitting to understanding that this argument or this conversation not even worth it. You know what I'm saying? This is something small. Hey, you got it. Everything ain't got to be a drawn out war. But submission go both ways. So I believe that women gotta they can't let these words and terminology be fooling with them the way they do. Cause man, they play semantics with that shit. God Lord. Oh, I'm triggered. I'm triggered. Okay, well you could be triggered by your goddamn self. You know. So hey, to the brothers, you gotta walk in your divine masculine. Cause I hear women, oh, your divine femininity. So we go to call it the divine masculine. You know what I'm saying? When you operate on some real man stuff and you carry yourself as that, generally speaking, bullshit women they get away from you real quick because they can't keep their
And
representative around long enough. When you
they know who
really
to
a
play.
man,
They know who to play with. They know who to
yeah,
play with. Yeah.
come on. Like my dealings on this short time on this earth, I've had women who've had like masculine exteriors get real feminine in my presence and
Oh yeah,
around
for
me. If they
sure,
spent
for
any
sure,
amount of time around me, they get very feminine and soft. You
for
know,
sure.
and I ain't no big dude by no sense, but I got 6'6" energy, as they say. I ain't gonna say
Right.
what they, yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, what I'm saying. Yeah, Jamaican energy,
Right.
synergy on
Right.
that type of time. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Yardy boy, hello. But
Right.
they, I just haven't had that experience. Now I'm not. I will say a lot of times dudes be trying to put on like they masculine or they dominant, they alpha this, that, and the third, and you really don't be that. They don't be that. And it's evident by their choices and by the consistency of women that they deal with. They're
Right.
always dealing with the same type of woman. And it's
Right.
always drawn down at the end of the day to disrespect. And I be
Right.
looking at them, I be like, yeah, you got some poor choices, but you ain't standing on your business as you are supposed to be as a man.
Right.
Cause you letting that cat must be too good for you, and
Right.
you letting her ride on a whole bunch of bull jive at the beginning. You
Yeah.
supposed to be standing on business,
And
10 toes,
I have never had to tell a woman I'm alpha. I'm an alpha male. I
ever,
don't own an alpha male T-shirt. If you're a like,
not one.
well, the term alpha male is a it's a new term. It's a very new divisive term. In my dad's time, you were considered a man's man. You dig
I
what
was
I'm
just about to
saying?
say
Like
it.
you know what I'm saying? Like you're a man, but if you can do more, if you can do some extra, you're a man's man. Like you can be
Come on,
you're still a man at the end of the day, but when you see bro like Bass Reeves out there handling his business, that's a man's man. When you see a brother
Right.
like like the deacons of defense, that's a man's man. You
Come
dig what I'm
on.
saying?
Come
So
on.
it wasn't no, oh, I'm alpha. I'm lone wolf. Yeah. Well, anyways, so long story short,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you ain't got to scream, you ain't got to have no mantra around no woman. Your woman gonna let you know what you is. You dig what I'm saying? So
Hello.
if that's
Hello.
who you, I've never had to say I'm an alpha male. You need to get in line. Just who I am as a man is gonna set the standard off top. Dig what I'm saying? So don't be following these people who are trying to sell you um their epitome of manhood when you break down who they really are, like the what these guys like
Fred and
fresh
Fitz
and
or
fit,
Fit.
like fresh
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
fit and
Look.
all
Yeah. Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the Andrew Tates and all them. I mean, that's
Tatum's. Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that
See,
no,
look, I don't even know
that's
these dudes' names. That's how lame
yeah,
these
yeah,
dudes
this
are.
the and
Whole
again,
bunch
the
of whole
mama.
bunch of squares
Right,
trying to sell you because a
right,
nigga done got handsome in the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
He didn't got his weight up. He didn't put a little
right,
jewelry on. He didn't went to Turkey, got a hairline.
right,
You
right,
know what I'm saying? He didn't bought some
man,
abs.
right,
He done did
uh,
1,000 push-ups for the last three
right.
years,
The
and now
most
he trying to sell you
right,
the how to get women package.
right. Now, being alpha is not being swole, having a a generated mouthpiece by you being in some course, some guy teaching you how to talk to women. It's not the outfit that you have on. The most manhood alpha thing you can do is be there for your woman and take care of your children. You don't get no more alpha than that. So
Yeah.
if you can have all those aesthetics in the world, I'm alpha. If somebody run up and slap your woman and grab her booty, what you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? Or if somebody
Get
put
off
hands on you,
her!
if somebody put hands, if your kid has an incident at school where your kid is being bullied, what are you gonna do about it? These are real life situations here. If for me, I had a situation to where somebody called my daughter a racial slur at a school. I jumped on a plane, got there, and got some understanding before I left. You know what I mean? So, so it's those are the things that determine your manhood, not what kind of clothes you wear, not how much you can bench press, not if you got waves, braids, or whatever. It's about how you are, how your woman respects you, and how your kids respect you determine your manhood, and how
Right. Right.
your surrounding homies have if they respect you. If you a
Hey, there
if
you
your
go.
friend say you fugazi, it is what it is. The circle you keep around, the what they say your network is your net worth or whatever. If you have
Mm-hmm.
solid folks around you, that shows you who you are. Because like everybody likes saying, the term birds of a feather flock together. If you're a fugazi dude, you're gonna be
Yeah.
around fugazi scamming dudes. If you're a solid brother, you're gonna be around brothers who are married, not cheating, hardworking brothers, owning their own businesses, or they're providing for their family. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't see no good dudes hanging around no scammers. I don't see no, I
No,
don't
not at
see
all.
no, I don't see no, I don't see no brothers who got values who don't cheat on their wives hang around dudes who be cheating on their wives all day long. They just don't get down like that. So
I mean, we got partners that do. You know what I'm saying? It's just we put them in a certain category because we can separate. I can know my partner is a good dude, great father, great businessman. He just his thing. You know what I'm saying? He got a thing to want to conquer women.
but
That
again,
that
that's
ain't gonna
that
change my perception
but
of
but
that
that
man.
but that's just one of the homies. If all your homies is like that, that's a
Oh
problem.
yeah, no, 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 no,
Yeah,
hell
yeah,
no.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
my whole circle
Yeah,
don't look
yeah.
like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
For
yeah.
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the yimping circle. You feel me?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel me? Yeah, yeah. Hello. Oh, my boy D man said, why do you have to let every motherfucker know that you're alpha when they can feel it? On God. I mean, it should be like that, but you know, most people try to declare what they are. They lead with who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm gonna say it like this. I don't come on here saying I'm a bad motherfucker when it comes to this gardening or homesteading or as whatever I'm doing. The people got to declare that for me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like yes, you should have a level of confidence when you're presenting in business, or you setting yourself up for any type of win. You always got to have a level of confidence, but greatness is declared by the people.
Mm.
Michael Jordan didn't say he was the best. The people said.
Yeah,
I ain't
even
got to go around. Mhm.
even Michael Jordan now, like he recently said, he's like, I don't consider myself the greatest of all time. He says, I appreciate everybody saying that I'm the GOAT, but there's others that came before me. It will be it will behoove me because he grew up watching Dr. J. He grew up watching Iceman
Hmm.
Irving. So for him, he had to get his game from somebody who he watched. And then now everybody after Jordan, like the Kobe's, LeBrons, the KDs and everybody, they watch Jordan to get to where they're at. So he says, it's not up to me to say that I'm the GOAT, because I respect my elders that came before me. I mean, that's Michael Jordan that say that. Michael Jordan walk
Right,
around
right.
saying, I'm the best basketball player ever and LeBron can suck it. He don't say that, you know.
Come on,
The
come on.
people are saying it for him,
He could go
but
around saying that. Yeah, I got
yeah,
X
yeah,
amount
the
of
people,
MVPs. Yeah,
yeah, the people say it for him, but he knows. But when you respect your elders and you respect the game, you ain't gonna throw that mantra around because people came before you. Like the Will
right,
Chamberlains
right.
of the world. When they were playing,
Come on.
when they were wearing Converse in gymnasiums. So it's
Right. You know how cold you got to be balling in Converse, Nicky,
and
boy.
getting 100 points,
And man, putting
bro,
up any type of numbers. You
bro.
coming down on that hardwood in them flat Chuck Taylors. Man,
Wearing Chucks
Dr.
is pretty
J
much like
was
being barefoot.
windmilling on niggas in Chucks. Yo, in motherfucking Chucks sold that thin on that Joker. Do you know how slave like your foot gotta be to handle that type of impact? Boy, them was some dogs.
Hey,
All of them, hey, it wasn't no nigga in the 70s and 80s who had hair past 29 in the league. That's how physical the game was. Niggas were
hey, bro.
stressed out on the court, dog.
Not
Hey,
only that,
different time. That
not
was
only
alpha
that,
men right
not only
there.
that,
Man's
still with
man's.
a, not only that, still dealing. You got to ball out. Still dealing with racism. Still can be.
Come on.
Still got to be in separate hotels as your teammates.
Come
Separate
on.
bus rides and all that kind. Yeah, yeah, bro. So I ain't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not a
Hey,
component
real
of,
men standing on principles,
bro.
bucking
You
against
know,
the system. There's some
hey,
kowtow acquiescing as men males that's walking around posing as men, but telling women what they need to be doing. It's crazy. Hey, this boy D-Man said, I'm a round body, motherfucker. You hear me? Hey, that you are, my friend. That boy built like a 68 Volkswagen Beetle, round body.
nigga, with the trunk in the front, nigga.
Damn. Fine.
With the turn handle trunk in the front, nigga. Oh man, that's
Hey,
hilarious.
hey, my boy Cliff said, niggas really be alfalfas. 100.
Yeah,
Oh, God, they
yeah.
be. Oh,
But I
God.
mean,
Delilah. Yeah, hit us.
this it's
She
it's
loves me.
it's.
She loves me not.
Hey man,
Getting treated, taken through that.
hey,
And my
it'd be
boy
funny,
Jerry
but
Green, what's good, family?
when I was outside and I be talking to women, they be telling me about they. Now again, at the end of the day, you can't believe what every woman say because there's two sides of every story. You know what I mean? So I didn't done some dirt just to get away from a woman. Girl, leave me alone. So,
Oh,
but
hey,
that's a whole nother conversation. But
treacherous.
yeah, I
Treacherous.
mean, it's it's there is a lack of manhood out here for sure. Lack of manhood training. Black Fight fan Ben said that, but there's just the concept of family. But then again, there is a lot of with according to the stats, black men, high majority of black men again with black women.
Yes.
Black
I
marriages
believe it
have
was like
yeah,
88% of
yeah.
black men.
What
Oh no, no, I'm sorry.
black
I'm sorry. I'm lying. It was 90% or
yeah
92% of black men are married to black women.
black
Yeah.
black marriages kind of last longer than all other marriages. So those are out there. So sometimes we can get too hyper focused on certain things, but we do have to
Yeah.
congrat everybody who is, because everybody's not online. Like my lady, she don't have social media.
For sure.
She don't know what's going on unless I tell her. So she's not gonna be on there champion black love. She's not gonna be on there champion this and that and the third. She's not gonna be on there arguing with bad bees and all that kind of stuff. She's not gonna be posting cooking videos and having ladies in the comments say, "Why are you cooking for your man?" She don't do none of that.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So
Right. Because the real
so
ones, they actually doing it. If you
yeah,
got time to set up your camera and XYZ, unless you're making money off of it.
right.
And I'm gonna say 95% of these bitches ain't. You know what I'm saying? But if you
Hmm.
got time to do all of that, then you're not really doing it. You're not really doing it. I miss 90%. Y'all miss 90% of what's going on in this garden because I do it in real time. And more times than none,
Facts. Yeah.
afterward, I'd be like, damn, I should have recorded that. Or damn, I should have been live. That was some good footage.
From from from
This
add
not,
from adding
yeah,
soil to
go ahead.
adding fertilizer to pruning to picking
Come
fruit
on.
to whatever. Yeah, you just out here doing it. Yeah, you ain't got time to
Yeah,
set
yeah,
up no camera
yeah.
and set up the angles
Come
and
on.
cut and shoot. No, you just out here just doing it, because that's what you're doing. So
Yeah,
so
yeah. In the real way. Hey, D man, hold on. Hold on. That boy had said something about that cowboy drip. You feel me? You see, I got to own the goddamn get her done's today. And get her done's. Feel me? Got the camera on. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, look, hey D man, I stepped out here. I was looking for a sugar mama today, bro. I was looking
well,
for some college tuition for these children. I was
my
looking
boy,
for a 60-year-old with a 401k. She got her late husband's uh, uh, death insurance policy.
oh
Yeah,
man.
she got about $10,000 worth of income a month coming in. I was looking for her today to help pay some of these goddamn bills.
My
Hello,
dog soul
sock it to
dressed
my
like a
pocket.
my dog soul dressed like an underground stripper. What you dressed like?
Hey, hello.
Nick,
Look, look,
Nick,
look, 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 look. Hey, on some real peace stuff. Look, I just have them believing that they about to get some of this soul pole. Hello.
and they got the stripper name is Cowboy Cuz out there. You know what I mean? Coming to the stage. You ladies love them. You ladies know them. Y'all get the money out. Don't you fold them.
Man,
and they go
hello.
got
Coming to
them
the
little
stage
aunties.
Man,
from
on
the
my mama.
LBC repping LDBC. Cowboy
Hello.
Club.
I was out here searching.
What's
My
happening with
boy
it?
D man, what's happening with it?
Hey, shit. Hey, man, you fucked it up. You got this nigga act talking about, I got green mile strength. Say, man, nigga Joe ain't worth. Hey, Joe, this nigga ain't worth the fuck, man. They gonna tell that nigga. That nigga got green mile strength. This motherfucker is
Boy,
crazy
I'm telling you, bro. That hey, I'm telling you what. These two brothers, y'all do not want to run the throne. D man got strength like a person with extra chromosomes. And that boy Joe Townsend is a damn Nephilim from the Bible. He's a damn giant. You grab
as hell. I'm gonna
man,
tell
boy, man, yeah.
this
Walk up
nigga,
on him if you like. Yeah,
this nigga
them
Joey
old
ripped your
school.
goddamn arm off on accident.
Man. Right, right. Shaking your hand and he didn't accidentally did that.
Ugh,
Yeah, yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Don't play with these brothers right here. Them is straight off the breeding block. You feel me?
You stupid.
They yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
don't get me
Them
started
is
on
them
that.
is them
My junior
them is them
college
genetics
teacher,
that them folk was trying to reproduce. Hey, we need us some more Joe Townsends.
man, my junior college teacher, he was a old W.E. Du Bois slickback looking light skinned Negro. He looked at me and said, "Oh, you got slave genes." I said, "What?" "Oh,
Right.
you
Hey,
got
that's
slave
crazy
genes."
work.
bro.
Man,
How you gonna
God
dog.
tell an
damn.
Hey,
18-year-old college? How you gonna tell your 18-year-old student look at him and say, "Oh, you got slave genes"? What?
bruh, that's nasty. But you know what's
Oh,
crazy is there's some truth to it though. That's the fucked up part.
no lie.
See, yeah, it's some truth to that, boy. I tell you. See, I didn't get them the big old brolic jeans when it come to like my arms and biceps. I didn't get the height. I got I did get that one though. That the one that they were trying to breed out of us. Ain't that some wicked shit? You trying to get motherfuckers? You
Shit.
breeding people like animals, and you trying to breed dumb ones and docile.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah,
I
nigga,
got that revolting gene in
nigga,
me.
nigga
Mm-hmm.
country strong though. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
But he
Oh,
said, so said he trying to be
God.
chosen. Hey, on my mama, come on, Jared. Boy, I was out here. I was looking for the aunties that was trying to pay on some
Hey,
tuition. You
hey,
hear
bro.
me?
Hey, hey,
Hello.
hey, bro. Hey, bro. They out there too. There's
Hey,
some.
look. I went on here,
There's some lovely ladies looking for a good time. And if you give them a good
man.
time, they want that one time to be a long time, and they're willing to make it shake now. Hey,
They say willing to
My
make it
my wife
shake. God
already understand the play. Yeah,
huh?
just sock it to my pocket. Put me on that little allowance. You know what I'm
But
talking
I
about?
already been, I
Anytime you
already
need
done
something
been,
fixed,
bro. I already done had
look,
it. But you know how many? When I was in college, I probably told you so. When I was in college, I was like, but probably 22, 23. This lady was like 38. Putting bread in a homie pocket. You know, we in college student, you ain't got no money. So she's putting bread in pocket. You know what I mean? She obviously, giving it up and everything. And she done told me, she said, "Look, you ain't got to work, you ain't got to do nothing. I just need you to be my man. You can be at the house. As long as you keep working out, I take care of you." Now, if I was a
yeah.
lame, if I was a non goal having brother, that sound like a great deal. Oh man, she gonna take care of me. I ain't got to do nothing. I ain't got to work. All I gotta do is
No,
keep slanging pipe and keep working out and staying tight. we golden. But hey, every brother I know who took a deal like that ain't last long. I tell you that.
hey,
no, because they always
hey,
trade you in for a different model.
Oh yeah, for sure.
right.
Yeah,
They end up homeless.
women don't
They
got
end up
endurance to.
homeless.
Yeah. Well, women like that, women don't have endurance to in general to take care of a man for a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? That's in our
Nah,
DNA. Yeah, boy. Yeah, she have an off day. She done came across, that partner at work at the law firm who done
she
showed
gonna
her a little
take.
interest. Yeah, she about to kick your ass out. Take that PlayStation 5 and that duffel bag and get out.
Nah, leave
Damn.
that motherfucker. And
Yeah,
leave with what you came in with. Nigga, leave my PlayStation 5 hooked up to that damn TV.
Nah,
Get your ass
a
out
bum bra to do that. The rich bras, they don't want no remnants of you behind. They telling you to get out. They on the
here.
upgrade. Yeah. She like, oh, that was change I was giving you. Go ahead,
what
get out, get
what they
out.
say?
Yeah,
They start playing that Beyonce song. You must not know about me, all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
See, I want a rich one that that's trying to get rid of me, and when she get rid of me, she leave me with a severance package. That's what I want. You feel me?
A
You
Right.
feel
severance
me?
package.
Yeah. Hair. Yeah. Take this and go. Hey, I'm gonna
You
write you
know
a
what?
check. This for twenty
You
five
know what?
thousand. Leave me alone.
I know what. It's funny you say that. I know a homie. He's a big old brolic, but he a big old ugly mug too. But ugly. But
Uh,
he big dude, swole arms. I mean, but he
That work husband,
ugly.
right,
He look.
Jared.
No, I mean he looked like y'all remember the 2008 Hulk. Where that Russian dude walked
Goddamn.
into the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked like that. He looked like that in real life.
Goddamn.
But but nah, he didn't got him. He
Woo.
he he always good for, getting with somebody, who papered up and, get him somebody who a little older. He got with this lady. She recently just got divorced. Recently got divorced. Divorce settlement 5 mil. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? She said, "Come over here and lay up with me." He like, "I'm on the way."
Mm-mm.
Man. See, let me
God
come
damn.
on a
She
play
one of
like
them
that,
big.
boy.
He ugly, but
Yeah.
he a big dude though. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Women got a thing for especially women of other races. They look, you know what I'm saying, bro. We know we all got the
yeah.
homies that like this
She,
nigga is boy.
she,
He
and,
got a
and, she,
face
hurt.
that not even my
and she
mama
was white.
love.
She was white for sure. She was white. You
I
know what I
knew it.
mean?
I
So
knew it. They
yeah.
always,
No, she white. Yeah.
yeah. That they go after them type of brothers, cause boy, yeah, it always tracks. You see them, they be like, "Oh yeah, my husband or my man is black," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know what he look like too." Every time, it never is
Mm-hmm.
a disappointment when it comes to that. Hold on, that boy said that work. Oh yeah, on God, yeah, bro. I ain't never been wrong with that. I ain't never seen a fly white girl with a debonair brother. They always pull up with it. You be like, yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Cause there wasn't no sister. Not the type of sister he was looking for was going after him. They be liking them strong jeans, goddamn it. Big bell
Now I
pepper
know. Now I
nose.
know a couple sisters. You know they be on that. You know what I mean, like the movie A Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Mark Lawrence. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Well, they got some bread. They gonna take care of you and whatnot. But if you mess up one time, if you say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, or they look in
Yeah,
your phone and see something, boy, it's all bad for you.
yeah. That's but you know what though? Let me run into one. Me and my wife already talked about it. Boy, I'm finna clean up house. Boy, I'm finna get this whole mortgage taken care of. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, I'm about to have an investment in about two, three companies. I'm finna parlay a play out of it. You feel me? I'm about to be walking around here like a bad bitch.
Yeah, cause
I'm gonna
let's
show.
not get it
Hey, I'm
confused.
gonna show these bros how to run a
Hey,
bag. You feel
hey,
me? Hello.
hey, let's not get it confused. Women
Talk
be
about
out here
she
tricking
was
too now.
invested in me. Yo,
Women,
yeah, I ran into them. Not with
yeah,
no real
they be
chili.
tricking out here now. They be tricking.
Yeah, I gotta go to one of these high end hotels downtown on a weekend and go sit down at the bar and just order a drink. I ain't gonna drink it, yo. Just order a drink with my fly cologne on, maybe some Paco Rivera or something like that. You know that million. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about. Smelling real nice. Yeah, it did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Already.
And get chose upon something. You feel me? Get
Yeah.
chose. Cause I'm
Yes,
trying to,
sir.
like I said, we need college tuition paid for the chilling around here. You
Hey,
know, wifey need a new whip. Hello,
already.
invest in the player. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I know. Look. The future listeners like, wait, wasn't this guy just talking about building a strong family and everything? Hey, look, I also believe in polygamy too.
That's
Hello.
hilarious.
Hey, my boy, Act, what it do? Machiavelli, Illuminati.
Corona, Tony.
Hey, so quick question. So I got my Dahlia
Hey, that
plant.
link ain't working. Hold on, I'm gonna drop it again right now. I'm gonna drop the link right now. I got you.
So I
Say it
got my
again.
Dahlia
Yes,
plant.
sir.
I
Yes,
got my
sir.
Dahlia plant. It's like I've let it grown, you know, and you know it's got like it got like really tall. But obviously, you know, it's not producing no flower, you know, but it's standing strong and tall. I've heard to prune them, you have to cut like at the base, or do you? I heard you go down about 18 inches, then you cut. You know what I mean. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to prune them. You know what I mean. So
Hmm. Let me get back to you on that one. Let me get back to you because I don't want to steer you wrong in that. I've not pruned dahlias before, but I know it's all of these plants. It's going to be pretty similar how you
Yeah.
go through your pruning process and everything. But I don't want to say something and I be incorrect. So let me
right.
get back with you on that.
Uh,
My boy Act, my boy Jared Green in the building. Hey man, we having an LDBC turn up right now, right in the
What's up?
afternoon. Know what I'm talking about?
What's up? What's up?
What it
What's
do?
up,
What it do?
Joe?
What's
What's
up,
up,
family?
Russell? What's up, D man? What's up, Jared? Man, what's up with
What's
y'all?
the damn deal?
Hey man, we just out
Hey,
here out in the garden cooling, spitting it. You
I'm
feel
on
me?
my little lunch break right now, so I wanted to hop on, show the brothers love, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My brother Jared, go ahead. Anything you want to contribute to this conversation? I know you limited on your time. Jump in. Feel free.
Oh yeah. So let me do a Joe Townsend style. On my show, he like to throw some words of wisdom to the, the lanes or the younger folks. So let me
Yes,
let,
sir.
let me
Yes,
do
sir.
my let me attempt to do my impression. So young fellas out here, if you out somewhere and you see a fine girl, she may be an 8, 9, or 10, and her friends is friends ain't probably from a 5 on down. Don't take that seriously. Warning. That's not
Right,
that's not a good person
Mm,
because she don't want
right,
a challenge.
right.
mm.
And she the same type of girl that says, "Oh, my friends ain't ugly." You be like, shh.
Shoot.
She a liar.
So please,
And
peep game, play with that. Don't take it seriously.
hey, to that point,
Learn
you
from
see a dime and
experience.
all her friends
That's
is fives and sixes. Yes, she's a
She had low self
unequally
esteem.
yoked friend. Oh,
Exactly. The bad ones
yeah,
running in
yeah.
the pack. If you got that one
Come on.
fine one, and all her friends look like Danny Glover or something with the crib from the crib keeper.
looking, looking
Yeah,
like
she don't want no
Hey,
Leatherface and
competition.
shit.
hey,
Um,
she really not even a dime. She just a dime compared to her friends. That's what that
You hear
is.
me?
if your friends look like you, if her friends look like you ain't no pretty boy. Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
not a
god, for real. Hey, on some
that's
trill
not
stuff.
cool.
On some trill stuff, for real.
Now I
Hey,
will
but
say
that
this:
lets you know how hateful. Oh yeah, cook.
no, go ahead. So it's your show, bro.
No, go ahead, cook.
Now, if they friends are genuinely like, if you can tell, if you can see that they genuinely friends and they all their friends
Right.
are doing something in life, like you said, like they rich or something like that. Okay, you can see why she hang with them. But if you peep that it's almost some low self esteem, like she don't want to hang out with the other bad bros, run. And even if you do
You,
hit that, dip your stick in the water for a little bit. Don't take it seriously.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
all I got. Y'all be careful out here.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Watch out for the dimes hanging with the booger wolves, huh?
Right,
Yes, sir.
right. Something might be wrong with her.
That, man, yeah, especially today's time, that might be a nigga.
Yeah.
Wait, wait, wait. Let me ask y'all. So,
Might be
so,
a, might
Yep,
be a saucy Santana, huh?
so,
You hear
man.
me?
Joe, wow, Joe, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so y'all don't believe like, you could turn, like you could level a girl up. You don't think that
Oh yeah,
like something that's like maybe a 7, you could
for
make her
sure.
like a 7.5, an 8. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah,
Okay,
hell
okay.
yeah,
Because
for
I
sure.
know okay.
Nah, for
What
sure.
about you, Joe? What about you, Joe?
Well, I'll say this: wise words from the OG.
Hmm?
Um, a beautiful woman doesn't belong to you; she belongs to the world. So
You see how
I
he
don't
said it
be.
like a businessman? He even say, "Go ahead, Joe."
You can that a lot of times the finest ones in the world they don't have. They've gone away with their look so long to where they're not fully developed as a
That's a
person
fact.
yet.
That's a fact.
So mentally they're lacking in a lot of areas. Now
Yes, sir.
you can get somebody who's between, let's say, a 5 to a 7.5. You can work with that
Hmm.
because they may not be the most, whatever. They may not be a so-called IG model, but they have other attributes that are way more important than they look. Because after a while, the looks is gonna fade
Facts.
for a while.
Facts.
Yes,
So then
sir.
Yeah.
after the looks fade, now you're dealing with the real person. You dig what I'm saying? So if you're only with a woman, if you're only with a man because of how he looks, at some point she's gonna get older, the skin's gonna
Yeah.
sag, the breast's gonna sag, and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
as a man, when we get older, you're gonna start balding, you're gonna start turning gray, you're gonna start getting a little belly, whatever. So you
But
gotta be with the person because you want to be around them, not because of how they look. Because once the looks fade, now you're stuck with somebody who you don't want to be with. There's a lot of brothers and sisters out there who get with somebody based upon their looks, and then before you know it, they get divorced 7, 8 years later, talking about I don't know who this person is
Mm.
because you got with them for the wrong person to begin with. Well, if it's a
right.
Right.
girl has great box or a guy has tremendous D. Once you get past all that, then you see who the real person is. You see who the real person is when your parents get sick and you need somebody to be there for you. You see who that person is, or if you get sick, you in the hospital and somebody got to nurse you back to health. Or you see when you go through a real crisis, you see who that person really is. That's how somebody acts in a crisis and how somebody takes care of you is more valuable than how they look. Because once the beauty fades and y'all 60, 70 years old, you want to be with somebody who genuinely wants to be around you and genuinely love you and genuinely going to take care of you. You know what I mean? So, you know, so, you know, I didn't been around the block, way more than most. So looks only, my saying is, a big butt may have got my attention, but it never made me stay. Dig what I'm saying?
Mm.
So,
Yes, sir.
you know, you gotta,
Oh God.
you gotta be a lot more equipped than your meter on a rating scale. You dig what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir.
For
Let me give
sure.
you a perfect
For
example of
sure.
that. Larry Holmes' wife. Larry Holmes. A lot of people say Larry Holmes' wife ain't the looker, but she's been with him when, like, if you ever hear the story of that their relationship, he been with him when he ain't a nickel to his name. You know what I mean? And and they've been together since. And you was hear people say, especially back then, "Oh, she ain't a looker. She ain't." Like Big Joe, all what Big Joe said, that don't matter. She been down with him since day one.
For sure.
So,
The real qualities.
perfect example is E40's wife. E40 has been with him since high school. You know what I
Fact.
mean? And loyalty and having somebody who genuinely care about you goes way beyond than looks. Perfect example is LeBron James' wife, Savannah. Savannah's a beautiful
That's where I
woman.
was going.
You know what I mean?
Right.
She's a beautiful woman too, but her beauty is in her character and her beauty is in how she helped raise the kids and how she helped support him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and of course, when you have a certain amount of money, you can, add additives and make yourself look a certain kind of way too. But,
Yeah. For sure.
then
For sure.
another perfect example also is Giannis Antetokounmpo. His wife is not the
Yeah.
most, as they say, glamoring as somebody's. I've even heard people in comments say, "Oh, Giannis can do better than that. Why he with her?" She been with him when he was a scrawny kid and didn't have nothing, and she was with him. When he was just getting going, and when she's been the mother of his kids, and he finds loyalty in that. A lot of guys find loyalty in how in a lot more things than just looks. If your loyalty is in how somebody looks, you're never gonna be able to find a home, and you're never be able to find a wife. So
facts,
For sure. For
facts.
sure.
And to answer your question at Reacher, um, you asked to see if you can upgrade a 5 or 6 or 7.
Yeah, yeah.
My answer to that is if they're a good person and they genuinely um uh a great person, or they have the traits like Joe said, they'll be down with you. They've already upgraded. You just got to be a man to you as a
Talk to
man
him.
to be equipped to keep that, because that's something you can't find. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
But
Oh
my
God.
little advice I was giving just for them little young ones, we were all at the age. Oh, she fine, she fine. Hey, you see her wall with them book whoops, boy.
Mm-hmm.
All about her. You're gonna go through hell if you pick that one.
Real talk.
I'm gonna say this: if you can get them while you young, you know what I'm saying. Find somebody who rock with you when y'all coming up. Somebody who willing to struggle with you. That's gonna be your best bet. Especially if you get to a point where you on a professional level and you making real money. It's hard to weed out if somebody really rocking with you for the right reasons.
Facts.
So finding somebody who's loyal with you from the beginning, like these brothers did. Me and my wife, we got together straight out of high school. You feel me? And she done been there through the evolution, and I done
That's
been
a
on
blessing.
some bullshit. These 19 years we've been together, oh, I done put my wife through hell. You know what I'm saying? But through that, she still seen the good in me. I always stayed on the path. I might have strayed off at times, but I still was on it. You know what I'm saying? I deviated a little bit. And but she stood there right in the trenches with me. When you talk about the level up, for sure. When a woman knows she's loved by a man and she love him back, she glow. You know what I'm saying? She especially y'all can get in the gym together. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Uh, uh just little things. If when a woman start being more natural, because all of us here, you know, we love our sisters. So when she let go of that weave and she started embracing that coarse, kinky, curly hair that come out her skull that God gave her, oh my God! When she let go of all of that matte makeup and she just let the sun radiate and kiss her melanated skin, oh yeah, for sure, hell yeah, that'll level a five up to a six or seven. Oh yeah. You, she throw off that funky ass blonde wig and let her afro pop out. Man, please. Well, you talking about and she get in that gym and she is a little odd shaped or a little heavy in some section areas. She get in that gym, tone up. Hell yeah, a woman can level up for sure. Ain't no question. But we just gotta, you know what I'm saying. On the physical side, as long as we break it down to them, what our beauty standards should be. I think a lot of women in America got some skewed ideas of what they think beauty is because all of this stuff that they getting, it ain't what we clamoring for. I, me personally, I don't be liking a lot of the popular looks, the weaves, the BBLs and everything. They look good. Don't get me wrong. We all love to see a nice derriere, but I like the uniqueness of a natural body. All of these
You
women
hear
got the
me?
same cookie cutter. They got the same cookie cutter body. They got the same scars. You know what I'm saying? They all ordering the same package. I'm like, damn,
Not the
you didn't
same
even try to get
scar.
the long booty package. God damn, they got the same package.
I ain't
And,
see
No,
a
no
long booty since
legs.
high school. It used to be the skinniest
man,
girl I knew. He brought
shout
me
out to the
back.
long booty girls.
Yeah, yeah. Shout
You
out to
feel
the
me?
long booty girl with the
You
real
feel me?
thighs, real
Come on now,
thighs.
come on. I'm so sick of the calf to thigh ratio being off. It's wicked out in these streets. Hey, but look, check this out though. Look, man, I appreciate y'all brothers coming on here and wrapping it up
Out here
with me.
built, out here built like the Men in Black worms.
You
Not
feel me?
Oh my, hey, bro. Hey, now that's the worst right there. When you see the chicks that they waiting, they saving up their money to get their BBL, and you can always tell because they be standing there like they got ass with their body all tilted weird and shit. Like, baby, just go to the gym for about 6 months. You'll get what you need. Like, you trying to toot that spine out, you about to send
You
yourself to the
shoot it.
ER.
He said,
You
"Toot
about
the
to throw a
spine
whole
out."
disc out. I'm trying to toot the spine out. Hey, 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 hey. Only thing you see is just pelvic and goddamn spinal cord. Just like, oh
Toot that
man, this nigga
spine
you
look
all the
like,
see
way up,
y'all
Big
see the
Kelly.
ones that built
yeah,
like
yeah.
Grimace trying to get the BBL.
Oh my God, bro. Hey, and you can always tell a woman who was built like her father, who got a BBL late in life. You can always tell. You can always. I don't care how much hips they get
Oh,
added. The shoulder to knee ratio be
And
off
the
because they
calves.
always
Look at
be
the
a little
calves.
knock knee.
he said
They
shoulder
always
And
to
be a
and
little
knee.
knock knee. Yeah,
and the
the shoulder
legs
to
too.
knee ratio it be Mister Incredible.
Cause you
Cause
can tell
God
they
damn.
played some type of sport in high school because they were built like that.
yeah, they a little knock knee. They be having real big calves too. They be having the real big calves,
Hmm.
and right at the knees they be touching like, oh, you built like your daddy. You got that Hell Bay strength. Yeah. I ain't gonna fight you. You can't have no domestic violence with a woman like that because she might tip you up. You feel me? It's for the niggas who put hands on
Got
females. You fuck with one of
that
them
lower
women
body
who built
strength.
like
Yeah.
they daddy. Yeah, they got upper body strength. They got calf strength. If they kick you, you gonna need
Right.
a damn cast for sure. But if they Chris Cyborg strength. You done got knocked
Boy.
out and the boy, she calling her brothers to come over and pull you out the house. And look, they come over, they ain't even trying to fight you. They like, man, just get your stuff and leave, bruh.
Right.
You can always tell them bad bill ones. They got a BBL later in life, boy. I'm telling you. It don't you be looking, you like, no. Yeah, hey, let me see your baby pictures. Let me see your teenage pictures. Like, yep, you built like Mr. Incredible back in the day. They be built just like a V. Them legs, them shoulder to kneecap ratio, always tell on them. But shout out to you trying to improve your body. It still ain't quite worked though.
Said he out here built like Mark Henry. Is that what you saying?
Oh
Man,
He
I'm
God.
said,
telling you.
he
Oh,
said,
my shit
God
busted.
damn. He said,
Hey,
Mark
hey,
Henry.
you better
God damn.
pray you only producing X and Y chromosomes, because if you produce a daughter with her, you boy, by the
Yeah.
time your baby start walking, you gonna be like, damn, my baby built just
Hey,
like her lineage. Because
so
it's
you
always
saying
a lineage
you
of them
mean ladies
too.
that be walking
It be
around?
4 generations of bad built women. Ooh, and they
You,
be
you,
mean too. I ain't
you
never met
mean
a woman with the hip to knee ratio like that. That was just a nice person. They be mean. They be vicious. Go ahead, my fault.
no? You good? You mean the women that be built like this theme song here? That be walking around with this theme song with them, saying, well, it's the
Well,
big
it's the big
show."
Yo.
show. Come on, come on. I ain't never met a nice one in my life.
They be working
They
them
be get your
DMV.
ass over here. That's how they be grabbing their dick. They be, get your ass over here.
And let me
Yeah,
tell you something. Them girls that be getting cut up, man, that takes some
Feel
courage. I
better.
don't think it's smart, but that's it.
you
You know what
said
I mean?
you said cut up
Because
like muscular.
no. I mean like going under Dr.
Healthy,
Oh,
Miami
under
type.
the
healthy
knife.
man.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I gotta lose a lot of weight,
because
but still healthy. You know,
yeah,
and still
you know, I remember Cardi B telling a story like that. Like the girl that was getting operated in the room next to her, like she passed away. You know what I'm saying?
damn. Yeah, because Cardi B, she got that New York backroom special. Yeah, they was back there. They was hitting her with that fixer flat in her booty. I thought, hey, that old Cardi B. Ooh,
Ugh, yeah, you ain't lying.
boy,
You ain't
yeah.
lying.
Ooh.
You ain't lying.
I
I
mean, with
thought I was the only
and
one that thought that. Like, ooh,
no,
forget old Cardi B. How
ooh,
about the new Lil Kim?
oh
oh,
my, yeah,
Yeah, I seen her.
she looked
I
just
just
like
she
recently
was, she
seen
was
her.
the
I
beautiful,
leprechaun,
recently
man.
bruh.
just seen
God,
her.
she was, bro.
She was dancing with what's his name? With Bobby Smurder. I seen her dancing with Bobby Smurder.
Man,
She looked like the Crypt Keeper.
in this life, one thing counts. In the bank, large amount. Yeah, straight up leprechaun from Leprechaun in the Hood.
Nah,
And
no, she looked
Yeah.
like the old Jack Nicholson Joker. You
oh,
Joker
Oh,
product. Yeah, yeah.
oh,
oh,
in the world of
Wait,
Lil
which
Kims and whatnot. Shout out to the Angela Bassett's of the world.
yes,
come
yes.
on.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I love
shout out to the
Asian
Pam
like
Greers of the
one.
world.
oh
Come
yeah.
on.
You know what I
Come.
mean?
Yeah, the Regina Kings, the Regina
No,
Halls.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on. This is
come on,
Black Beauty.
come
Hell, even
on,
Nia
come
Long
on,
is still looking damn
bruh,
good.
bruh. Stop it, bruh. Hey,
Oh yeah,
she's
yeah.
off in some. Hey, I'm just saying. Hey,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
she
right,
done
we'll
put
leave
out there
that one
said
there.
that
We'll leave
she
that.
looking for one night and she looking at hey.
Hey, she ready to pay the fee.
Yeah, she
You feel
sure
me?
is.
Hello. Hey, if she
He,
got that
he's
money, she can suck it to my
he said she
pockets.
ready to pay the
Hello.
fee. Uh-oh, that Long Beach coming out. Long
I'm
Beach
saying,
coming out.
look, I got some kids over here. Shoot, hey, look. look, they trying to
Hey,
get in some boxing and everything. So I need a sponsor.
there you go, Cowboy Cuz. There you go.
I need a
He
sponsor.
said
You feel me?
cowboy
Shout out to
cuz.
Cowboy
all my
Cuz.
female listeners out there. If you got an auntie or something that's looking for a young player type like myself, you feel me? I am married with 3 kids. You know what I'm talking about, but my wife know what it is. You feel me? If you want to sock it to my pocket, help sponsor your kid, help these kids get up in the evolution of the game. You feel me? Go ahead and just hit to the boy line. You know what I'm talking about? Hit me
Oh, you
right in the
wanted.
comment section. Let me know what time it
Hey,
is, where you need me to be,
hey,
and we
Oh,
can
so you
make
didn't
that
want
play
it like
happen.
half. Oh,
hey,
okay.
hey. All I know is my lady had the conversation. I say, what happened if like somebody like Rihanna, somebody like that approach me or whatnot. She says, you better handle your business and you better not embarrass us. I'm like, say less.
Come on, cause
Better come
hey,
back
I'm
with a
just
good
letting you
report
know
card now.
you come correct. Slapping these pockets right here. I am letting you know I am dropping off slave D. We gonna have that plantation phone cracking. I'm guaranteeing you that. You feel me?
Shout out to
And
Black Fight man with that plantation funk.
you feel me? Plantation phone.
that,
Hello.
that tripped me out.
I can
He said,
guarantee that.
I
Yes
ain't
sir.
never
Yes
hear shit
sir.
like that.
Come on, hey, that's when you make. That's when you, hey, when you with your shouting, y'all making sweet love at that plantation farm. I'm telling you,
Oh,
you
shit.
walk out the room like, mm-hmm, yeah, got to toot the lip up. Plantation farm. Come on now. But hey, that's designated to the real woman. You feel me? You messing with some of these BBLs, you ain't gonna have no plantation funk. You gonna have that goddamn cosmetic funk in that room. Cause I be hearing some of these women
It's
with the
gonna be it's gonna be that
BBLs.
Toys R Us phone. Everything gonna be plastic.
Shucks.
Hey,
Yes,
you know
sir.
when y'all like open up a package and it has that package smell of all the styrofoam in it? Yeah, that's what it smells
Yep.
like when you
Yeah,
open it
yeah.
up.
Man. Yeah. That Dr. Miami funk.
For
Hell
real.
yeah. Hey man, let me get up off this thing though, man. I appreciate y'all brothers. I
All
gotta
right, bro.
get my crib
All right.
straight. I got people pulling up. Hey, but I'm going live. I'm gonna go ahead and do a live though tomorrow. I'm gonna jack my baby sound card. That way we got some sound effects. You feel me?
All right,
Yeah,
fam.
so y'all stay tuned. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it'll probably be tomorrow evening. So I'm gonna send y'all the links so all y'all brothers can hop in here. I'm gonna come up with an entertaining topic. We'll probably go do a little bit more loose talking. No structure type thing. Just let that thing flow naturally. But I appreciate everybody who's in the building helping me get up in the algorithm. Everybody who slapped that share button and that like button, I appreciate it. It's your boy growing with soul. And if you know better, you grow better, baby. We out. Peace.
Y'all be
Oh,
blessed.
hold on. Y'all, I give your handle, bro. Y'all brothers give your handles.
Oh yeah, so Jared O11 Green on YouTube. I have the Southern Baller Show with Big Joe and all the brothers. Steve Soul Power come, Coach 7 Sports TV, Brent Fox, my brother JB. We talk about sports, mainly football, but we talk about everything. But it's a good time, like brothers or your uncle just sit back talk about sports. So y'all come check us out on Sunday. We try to have it every Sunday around 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Of course, have HBCU Fanatics, which I'm planning to have it today or tomorrow, depending on the schedule. So y'all check a brother out. I appreciate the love, man.
Yes, sir. We're in the building. Hey, those are the official LDBC twins. Now I'm talking about. Now I approve this message. Yeah, dig. And my brothers. Hey, Joe, where can the people find you? Anything you want to
Yes, sir.
promote?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Can you hear your boy? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay. Yes, sir. You can catch me on LDPC platform, showing love to the brothers and sisters of the mighty. You can catch me on Growing with Soul. You can catch me on the Southern Baller Show with the brother with the Smokestack Twins. Also with Soul be on there. Also with Coach, and also with the.
And our brother Brent Fox. Okay, good.
Man,
Dropping off.
I'm saying yes, sir. So into spirits and whatnot. Can you hear me? You got me?
Yeah. There you go. You back.
Oh yeah, no, you know the 5G turned to 4G. Now it's back to 5G again. Okay.
Yes, sir. You good?
Yeah, yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hit a dead spot. Yeah, you can catch me. Old Hillside Bourbon Company, black-owned, veteran-owned company. Old Hillside Bourbon Company, Old Hillside Bourbon Company. So you can check us out. We got everything from Kentucky bourbons. We have a Tennessee whiskey. We have a rye. We have our special blends, and all of our whiskeys award winning. So you're not gonna be tasting no bull junk. So check us out at Old Hillside Bourbon Company. We ship to your front door if we are not in your state. Shout out to you, soul. I'll holler at you.
Already. Hey, love to the people. It's your boy growing with soul. And if you know better, you grow better. We out.
Peace.